How to build a professional website using AI. Here we will be creating a professional website entirely through AI, and for that we are going to be using Gamma. So first of all, go to your web browser and write in gamma.app in the search browser, and then go down here and click on start for free. Start with a free account. Sign up either using your email or through Google. So you might be asked a few questions in the start. Here we have, how do you plan to use Gamma? And I'm just going to write in a personal use. You can choose for work or education, whatever the use is. And then you also want to best describe your role. So choose the following. I'm going to select creator here, and then you're going to decide, what do you plan to do? We plan to build a website. So answer the questions best to your abilities and then click continue. And here we are signed in. This is our workspace. And from here, we have several options to choose from. So you have the generate option, which says you can create from a one-line prompt in a few seconds. You can paste in text and create from notes or an outline or any existing content. You can also import a file or URL and enhance any existing documents or presentations or web pages. You can also generate from a template, so fill in and customize a structured template. So this is also a nice option and it is new here. What we want to do is we just want to give a few simple instructions and generate our website, and we want it to be a professional website. And for that, I think the best option would be this one. So let's click here. So here again, this is a very nice and neatly organized space without any distractions. It looks very minimalistic and smooth. So what we have up here is the generate section, and it says, what would you like to create today? So we have 4 options that we can create: a presentation, a web page, a document, or any kind of social. So what we need to do is we need to create a website. We are going to go down here and describe what you would like to make. So you need to give it a prompt. You have some example prompts down here. If you need for inspiration maybe, or for guidance, you can go here and take that. If those don't suit you, click shuffle and you'll get more options. So first of all, we're going to go up here and click on a web page because that is what we are interested in. And then you have some options down here on landing pages. Then you have websites, a website for handmade jewelry or a website for a virtual event. And then you have a landing page and a portfolio website as well. So at this point, you need to be very, very clear on what you want to create and what kind of a website you want to make. So what I had decided before coming here, I had brainstormed on what kind of a website I need. And what I decided on was to create a personal portfolio website. And if I see down here, there is a small little prompt here for a portfolio website for a freelance writer. You could also include information on what kind of portfolio website you need. So that's a lot of detail, and it's really helpful to have these prompts, example prompts over here. Anyway, I do have my prompt ready, and I'm going to copy and paste that over here. Make sure that you have brainstormed what you want to create and you have some sort of prompt ready or in mind as well. So this is my prompt, which I have put into the prompt box. This is the place where you want to tell the AI exactly what kind of website you want and put it into the prompt box. You can use this exact prompt detail. Make sure you type in specific details or something specific and not generic. So I've typed in create a modern professional portfolio website, include a home section, about section, portfolio projects, and a contact section. Keep the design clean, professional, and minimal. So those are the details I want to include. Anything else that maybe is coming to your mind is not something that I've included. That is not as important to me as the things that I have put in. So put in all the important things, and so you'll know that this is definitely going to be included. And then if anything is left out, that would be up to the AI, and it would generate that according to whatever suits best. So just go ahead and click on generate outline. So here Gamma has automatically generated the website structure and content for us. So this is an outline. We can go over this. So it says, welcome to my portfolio, and it's going to say crafting impactful digital experiences. Then you're going to have the home page, and this is the heading that it's going to have. And then it's going to have clear, concise headline showcasing your professional identity. And then you have the subheadline emphasizing your unique value or speciality, call to action button, linking to portfolio or contact. And then you have the minimal hero image or subtle animation reflecting your style and professionalism. So that is the home page. And then you have details about me section. So if we have the prompt here, it said, yeah, I want it to include a home section. So that is the home section here. And then I need it to have an about section. So here it's going to have an about me section, and it's going to have a brief personal introduction with a human touch, and it's going to highlight your experience and core skills and concrete examples as well. It is going to share a relatable personal detail or hobby and build a connection through that line there. And then it's going to have a professional photo or a clean avatar. So that was the about me section. I wanted the home section, about me section, and then after that it should have a portfolio projects section. So let's go down and see if they've included that. So it has a skills and expertise area, and it's going to have an organized list or icons of my key skills. It's going to mention tools and technologies that I excel in, and it's going to have a brief note on my approach. Then it has portfolio projects. So portfolio projects, and then it's going to have a contact section. So let's see if it is following everything through. If not, we can remove any of these sections. We can go here, we can change their order, we can change any of these subheadings or details on any of these. So let's keep going through them, view everything in detail, go through it, read it, invest your time right now. So the portfolio project is going to be showcasing real impact. It says introduction to your work philosophy, and then you're going to have featured project 1 here, project 2, project 3, and then a link to the full portfolio or case studies for deeper exploration. So this is how it's going to have details on the portfolio. This seems really good, very nice. Then it's going to have testimonials and recognition. Now I didn't, or did I include anything about testimonials? So I could keep this or I could remove this as well. It has testimonials and recognition. It's going to say voices that validate, and you're going to select 2 to 3 brief quotes from your clients and colleagues, and we'll include those, and you can mention any award. Then you have blog or insights. So any brief intro inviting visitors to explore your thoughts on design or technology. If you have a blog or anything like that, you can connect them to that. You can link to the full blog or articles section. So you can include that if you want to or not. Then you have a contact me section, and it says let's create together, where you're going to have your invitation to connect, and you're going to have a simple contact form with your name, email, and message fields. Then you have a simple contact form for the people with name, email, message, and fields, and then you can have alternative contact information as well, and subtle reassurance about response time or privacy. Then you have the footer, which is going to have copyright notice and the social media icons and links to home and stuff. And then you have the design note. The design is going to be clean, professional, and minimal. This has all details about what the design is going to be like, and it is going to use a restrained color palette, and there's going to be plenty of white space and consistent typography and responsive layout and subtle interactive elements. So I did include details on the design. I said to keep the design clean, professional, and minimal, and that is what they're trying to do here with more white space. They're trying to keep it minimal and simple. So these are the card details. Now I don't want to include all of these because this is going to be too much. I want to keep the home page, then about me, and the skills section, and then we'll have portfolio projects. So I did want these to be one, but we'll have them separately as suggested. And then I want to remove the testimonial section. You should include this though in your website, but for now I'm just going to remove that, and it says deleted card, and I want to remove the blog or insights card as well. So that's gonna go, and then I have contact me. I want to keep that, and then the footer is going to have essential information, so we're going to keep that, and then the design design notes. So this is what we have for the cards, the outline. So this is really good. Let's keep that. And then let's go down and it says customize your gamma. So the text content, amount of text per card. So how much text do you want for every card? Not minimal, because that's not the purpose of creating the website. We do want information to go out, but not too much detailed or too crowded. So we're going to just keep it concise. It's going to have brief paragraphs striking a balance between visuals and words. So that's what they're telling me. Now let's go down and look at the visuals. We have the theme. These are the themes, popular themes below. We can go ahead and view more, or we can select one of these. So I think I'm going to select this one. I like how there's a sharp contrast and it's really black, and then this is popping up. So we'll keep this one. And then it also looks professional. I would have chosen this, but this is looking more professional. You have image sources. If you want to add in any images, you can do that. And then you have image art style that you want to keep. So what kind of style do you want for the image? It depends on what your field is, what you're creating the website for. If it's a profile portfolio, then you want something that's more reflective of your style or what you do. And I do want to keep it a little bit minimalistic style, and then I'll keep illustration for that. So this is a good selection on its own. Then you have add extra keywords. You can add in any other keywords that you want to include. For example, it says minimalism, colorful, to maintain a consistency in the image style. You could have bold, vibrant, gradient, rich, or futuristic. So now that I come to think of it, if I want to go for a minimalistic style and I want illustration, then if this does not suit me, this shouldn't be there. I should actually go for maybe this or this or this one. So something minimalistic is what I need to keep in mind. So I think I'll choose this one for now. Let's select this and illustration and minimalistic style and add in any keywords. And then you're going to go down here and you're going to click on generate. And here you can see just in a few seconds, Gamma has started to create the website. You can see multiple sections. These are being added. And you can see to the side here all the sections that are being added. So we have 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the sections being added. We have the contact me section here. This is being created. All the text is being written, and we'll go in later and we'll edit that text. But this looks very nice. We have logos and all of these things here. And there we go. It says you have made your first Gamma. So let's just go here and view. All right. So it says, welcome to my portfolio, crafting impactful digital experience. Just like it was in the outline, exactly like that here. And then it has a small description. You have a illustration over here, and the theme and the colors are being followed. Over here to the left, you can see an overview, a preview of all the cards in here. And you can see they have illustrations and a nice theme is being followed throughout. So here you can edit the text for the headlines or the description, and you have the card styling options here. You can change any of those. And you have card details as well. You can delete it or download it or duplicate it, and among others. So this is the first card. Let's go down, view the second one. This is home, your first impression matters. So you're going to put in the heading here, and it says some details on, it gives details about who you are. And then you're going to have a link over here, a button. People go here and they can see more of your work. Then you have the about me section, an image of yourself and details on that. Go down and you have the skills and expertise section, which we read about before, and what it's going to include. So all these sections are editable. You can edit them. You can edit the text here, this text here. This is a whole section that you can edit. This is the icon. You can change these as well. You have options for that. You have this here, the illustration. If you select it, you can make changes to that. The styling, you can drag it and move it around, so decide a different position for it. You can resize it and all such things. So you can edit that as well. So going down, and then we have this portfolio projects area, which we read about before. You have this section, and then you have a display, small display of them too. So you're going to maybe have a copy written already. So you're just going to paste that text here. and customize it, make it your own. You have the contact area here, contact me, and then the contact details and links too. So that is there as well. And then you have the footer here for navigation and then all these options, which we discussed before too. And then a copyrights here. In the end, these are your design notes, and that is the end. So to the left here, you have the film strip view if you want, or you have the list view as well if you want to view it like that. I liked this one. You can add in a new card, or you could use AI or add from a new template. And then to the right here, you have this search area. You have blocks here, meaning the titles or headings that you want to add. You have tables if you need to add any of those, lists, boxes, any interactive buttons that you want to include, and then you have other options as well. So a table of contents is also available. You have footnotes too. So these are the basic blocks that you can make use of. You have a lot of tools here that you can use. You can add in images. You have smart layouts. If you want to decide any layouts, you can decide those here. You don't have to make them on your own. You have some already available to choose from, which is very interesting, very convenient. And then you have smart diagrams, charts and graphs if you want to include those, videos and media to include, and then you have some forms and buttons. You can put those in as well. So go over the whole website and change any text, any images, whatever you want, make those changes. And once you are happy with that, you can even add in other pages too if initially you didn't add enough. We had more than enough, so we're not going to do that. So once you are happy with everything, you are done, you think this is going well, you are happy, then you just want to click on publish this site and your site will be published and running. You can use a free Gamma subdomain and your website is live instantly. You can always come back and edit it later. So you have just built a professional portfolio website using AI without coding and without using any real personal information. The same process works for any kind of freelancers, students, or anyone who wants a clean website quickly. And there you go, you have just built a professional portfolio website using AI without coding. This same process works for freelancers, students, or anyone who wants a clean website quickly.